Yay, we're live. Also, I just want to say, you are like the 15th person I forgot to hit record for.
Okay.
So that's why I had to go back and do it. But anyways, I just wanted to welcome our resident Chiefs fan who nobody likes right now. No one's happy with the Chiefs. That's what happens when you win.
Yep.
And we've been talking a lot of trash about the
Okay.
Chiefs
Okay.
as I've been doing this. But before we get into all of that, introduce yourself. Let us know what you want us to know, and talk to us about your Chief fandom. How long you've been a fan? What makes you a fan? How can you put up with these guys? I'm just kidding. But like, what makes you a Kansas City Chiefs fan?
Oh, okay. Well, I'm LawDawg, if in case you don't know, aka Big Chief today. Um, I say I've been a Kansas City fan since I just go back to an era. So I go Trent Green, Priest Holmes, Larry Johnson,
Hook 'em.
Tony Gonzalez, Dante Hall.
Mm.
But I grew up a Falcons fan. But playing the video games, I was always a Chiefs. I put my creative player, if I make myself, I put him on the Chiefs. So I always had a thing for the Chiefs. But it all started with Priest Holmes. I like
Okay.
the Priest Holmes, and then I like the Larry Johnson. And so I used to always create players and take them out the game and put them on the Chiefs. So the Chiefs always been like my secondary team. But I officially been waving the banner of the Chiefs after the Super Bowl, that Falcons Super Bowl. I dropped that Falcons flag completely and just went all
Oh,
in
when
on
they
the
blew
Chiefs.
it.
Yeah, they lost me so much money. It was like a heartbreak.
Yeah. No, they
And
disappointed all of America,
yeah,
unless you're a Patriots fan, obviously. But
yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay. So I do want to say, so does that mean you're an honorary Texas
Hold
fan?
on, I
Because
just
a
gotta
lot of
knock it. I just gotta knock at the door. Hold on.
listen, I keep it real over here. Okay, I'm gonna
Okay.
just edit that out and keep it moving. So I don't
Okay.
care. So yeah, I was just saying. So does that mean you're an honorary Texas fan because you like
Hell
the
no.
Chiefs because of Texas players?
Hell no.
Just curious. You want to do
Yeah.
hook 'em? I figured that was coming. Um,
I never liked the Texas. I never liked the Texas at all. Like I
a
can't
lot of
even name
people
a.
don't.
It's not nothing against them, but I went to the stadium and I just like when I was in the stadium, it was like a bunch of older white people and they was all clapping. Like it wasn't like a game. I'm like, damn, this is. I mean, I was like, dang, this is the thing I'm looking at on TV where it's supposed to be so illustrious, and you
Yeah,
get there and you're like, it's boring.
yeah. You should come back soon. I
Yeah,
think you would change your mind.
it's time.
Um, Yeah, it's not the same. I think it's different. I think culturally it's different. I think this regime is different. I think it's
Oh, it's
just
because y'all
different.
good.
Yeah, the players are different. The
Uh,
vibe is different. All
Steve
the young people
Sarkeesian,
are these
Steve
days.
Sarkeesian, I bought some spice
That's what
down
I'm
there.
saying. Like it's just it's different. It's just different.
Yeah, white
And then
culture with a
obviously
black wife.
NIL.
That's
He has a
different.
black wife. NIL collective. Obviously Texas excels in that. So it's like it's just different. Just different.
That's different.
Yeah. So how did you all do in free agency? Like, listen, there's obviously a quarterback that's in the news,
Yeah.
a player in the news, a
Uh-huh.
receiver who's finding his way in every news story he can be in.
Uh-huh.
You have Travis Kelsey trotting across the globe to be with his boo,
Right.
to support her and what she's doing. I think Patrick Mahomes' wife is on the cover of Sports Illustrated. So there's so many things happening. So, what's happening free agency? What's happening this offseason for the most hated team right now, the Chiefs? You think you guys are the most hated, or you think the Cowboys still are?
I don't even smell no hate on the Chiefs, really. Like I really don't see the hate. It's like when you start far up, it's like
Oh, okay, so we're peasants.
Texans, I won't say everybody, but it's a few. I mean, if you hate on the Chiefs, I don't. Why? What's that hate on? I mean, what have we done to be like we should hate on now? If you just want to hate on the Taylor Swift thing with Kelsey, I mean, be by all means be mad at that. But other than that,
No,
man,
it's hating because y'all are winning. Let's be real. We saw this with the Patriots, right? When they had their dynasty, and it was like, no, when they played whoever, you didn't cheer for the Patriots. Now it's just the Chiefs' turn. I mean, I think it is. I think it's a competitive hate, if that makes sense, where it's like, when someone's good, you just don't cheer for that team. But I definitely think everybody respects the Chiefs. Like, you know what you're getting. Like,
I don't. See, I think the thing is the fact that I'm on the side of the winning team. I don't I don't understand. I don't feel the hate. I just feel the feels like champagne and
Oh,
bottle popping to
okay.
me. Smell
All
like
right. So tell me about y'all's free agents. What have y'all done?
um.
Um,
So we
anything that
brought in
you're excited about?
say Hollywood Brown. We still got a few couple moves I would like to make, but as of right now, we got Hollywood Brown coming in. We let go of Mike Edwards. Let him go. Re-signed Drew Tranquil to a deal. Brought back to get you Mike Pennell, who played a hell of a game in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we traded Snead to the Titans for some picks. Shout out to Snead, went to college with Snead, so my boy got paid. So overly salute to my
Love
boy
that.
Snead. Who else that's really like um Scoundez, Marcus Valdez Scouting. He just out with the Bills the other day. So hey man, congratulations. You
Yeah.
got us a bowl. Um Rashee Rice, he out here, doing his best bad boy impersonation. And I'm not
He's
mad at
he's
him.
doing he's doing everything wrong, but
Yeah,
listen.
my thing is don't do enough to be completely suspended. Just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
kind of want him on that AB trajectory. Just just stay out there long as you give me 8 good years of just because the production you got, I'm willing to accept it. You know, I'm
Okay.
willing to accept it for the production you producing. So just be careful, but don't kill nobody. You know?
Yeah. That's
But
fair.
yeah, that's about it. That's all I could think of off top. I got a few notes I'll go through and look, but nothing,
Okay, notes.
nothing that'll change my full, nothing to be stupid like hell yeah. But I like to
Yeah.
see them sign the corner Xavier Howard, something like that'll have me excited.
Okay. So, and I have some questions for you about the Ravens game last year, because I have thoughts, but this
Okay.
totally random off. I just thought about it. What about the draft? How did you like the draft? I know you liked Xavier Worthy. Hook 'em.
Mhm.
What did you like about the draft? Who were you excited that you all got out of the draft? What do you think about your draft?
Beautiful draft. I mean, if I'm a spoiled Kansas City fan, so I honestly wanted to get the Florida State kid, Keon Coleman. That's who I wanted. I didn't I'm a fan of
Hmm.
Xavier Worthy. I get it. But I'm like, I like the mold. See, Keon Coleman is not big as I think he is, because I wanted to kind of move him into that like Kelsey, like to have something to like pair behind Kelsey, because I figured he could play that tight end flex type position. But he's really
Mm,
just an outside
okay.
receiver, and he's not big as I thought he is, but he plays so big, you would think that he's as big as Kelsey, but he's not. So that's what I really wanted, because I also wanted George Pickens. And let's go back. So I don't know why the damn Chiefs took Sky Moore over George Pickens, and it was like 2 picks. It was Sky Moore then like George Pickens. Oh my God! Listen, and then the first round that year, we know we had the draft in Kansas City, so we took George Karlaftis. So at the last pick, so I like to lost my mind when they said George. I'm thinking it's George Pickens at the end
Oh,
of the
because you
first
thought it was
round.
Pickens. Oh, okay, that's funny.
I was crushed, and then we had an opportunity to take him again and take him, and they took Sky Moore. That's one thing like I think I'll never get over until he get into a Chiefs uniform, maybe like I just had to say
No,
that.
we're
Like
not gonna do. Well, you never know. He's with
I,
The Steelers have an interesting way that they deal with receivers. So,
yeah,
you
AB,
never
I like
know.
AB.
I mean,
He explained it how y'all treat y'all fellow superstars. You know,
yeah,
it's
yeah. It's
the Steeler way.
the Steel exactly. It's the Steeler way, and it's interesting because amongst Steeler fans, just like probably most fans, we're kind of split. Some of us are ready to evolve, do things a little bit different. Some of us aren't ready to evolve and do things different. But I will say, I think bringing in Justin Fields and Russell Wilson, it's
Mhm.
been interesting to see how people are evolving to a new way of football. So
Okay.
there's this thing that was kind of trending within Steeler Nation. It's like this isn't the old Steelers. Like this isn't the Steelers your grandpa once knew. So we're hoping that means, we're going to do some things that we haven't historically done, but we'll see.
Yeah. Okay. So back to the
I don't
draft.
grab it.
Because
Go
I
ahead.
want to talk about. I don't want to talk about Steelers. I want to talk about my team. So
Talk about your team.
Xavier Worthy, love to pick, fastest player ever in the league. Home run. I know he going baby Tyreek Hill. Let's just say that off top. Then
Okay.
BYU kid, love the pick. Went to
The
Oregon.
tight end. Wait, no, the tight end was later.
Tackle.
Okay.
The tackle
Of
from
course.
BYU.
Okay.
Went to Oregon, transferred to BYU. Checked out the kid. Is very in love with his girlfriend. So I love that for linemen and tackles. Love with your girlfriend, you're gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to just go home, see her, be with the dog, play with the puppy. You see what I'm saying? So he all in. He went to BYU, so I know they got some Mormon situations and stuff, something like that going on. So beautiful pick. It's a little slow footed, but puts me in the mind of Trent Orlando Brown Jr. No, yeah, Orlando Brown Jr. He played for us. Currently, he plays with Cincinnati. So I figure with him being slow footed, we still got a mold to put him in there. So I like to see him at left tackle this year. Jared Wiley, TCU, beautiful Kelsey. This is the type of pick I've been waiting on. The heir apparent to Kelsey,
Yeah.
kind of got that black boy, white boy swag to him. Kind of got that. Got a little sauce. I like that. I like the sauce. I like the sauce on him. I think Brett Veach did a great job because he killed me with that George Pickens move. But I like that. Then we got Jaden Hicks out of Washington State. Love that pick as well. More of a physical kind of actually reminds me a lot of Snead. Snead traits and measurables. Because Snead was
Okay.
actually a safety coming out his last year. He played corner, but in his later years at Louisiana Tech, if I'm not mistaken, he was playing safety. So kind of got a new mold with Snead, physical, got good, good measurables, good times, good, just good overall traits, you know what I'm saying, with a 4th-round pick. The guy out of Penn State, I think that's insurance plan for we got who coming up for a deal out of Oklahoma. What's his name? Our center. I
Y'all
forget his
center.
name. Yeah, he coming up for a deal, and Trent that's next to him, our right guard coming up for his deal as well. So I think that's insurance for one of those two guys, because you can swing it. But I'm thinking we'll keep Trent and maybe let dude walk, but I don't know, because we still got Joe Tony. We just gave Joe Tony a bunch of money a couple years ago. Then we finished out with Kamal Haddon and CJ Hansen. Really not too familiar with the 7th-round pick, Kamal Haddon. Like him, formerly went to Auburn, transferred to Tennessee. I think that's the guy that got in a fight with the dude at Florida on the field that one year. So got a lot of attitude. So I take.
Oh, is that who that is?
Yeah, I think that's dude.
Okay. And Andy Reid loves those guys.
Yeah, man. Red flag, checkered guy. Bring them on, Andy. Come on, Big Red. So that's
It's
so
it's every time you
draft
say that,
grade.
I think it's funny.
Yeah, draft grade. I give us a B plus. I mean, we already won the Super Bowl, so B plus is fine. We ain't gotta have an A. B plus.
Here we go. Here it comes. Um, do you find it weird how many times you guys trade with the Buffalo Bills in
Nope.
the draft? Like how many? Because I think like 3 of y'all's draft picks were
That's how we got
trades that
Mahomes.
y'all had with Buffalo Bills.
I think that's how we got Mahomes.
It's so weird to me.
Why? I mean,
Okay, it's always
if we
interesting to me to see who's. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, what's wrong with a good deal?
No. It's just weird not weird. I think it's always interesting to me to see which teams are kind of trade partners with each other, because there's
I
always a
mean,
team or two that you
I
Because
mean,
we're like that with the Bears. We trade a lot with the Bears.
I know we division, and you know how we be punching on Josh Allen and kicking him out the playoffs, and he thought he had the game won, and we won it in 10 seconds. I mean, me personally, I would be like, hell no. Nah. But you know, a good deal is a good deal. No, even swap, no swindle.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep. You know, we both
Mm,
money makers here.
okay.
Oh,
So
let
I
me
have
say
a
one thing.
question for
Shout
you
out to
about.
me.
Oh,
Can I say one thing real quick? Shout out to me in this fly ass jersey. Like, y'all see this? Like, yeah, I never seen this one. Like, this might be the only one you ever seen of this like flavor. This is a Mahomes throwback. Like, Mahomes don't got this one. You hear me? But yeah, shout out to me in this fly jersey. I just want to get that off. I was looking at myself.
shout out to yourself. Okay.
Yeah,
Do
shout out
you
to
want to talk
me.
about your hat or just the jersey?
I got options.
You-
So just so like I could go do a jersey swap. Like we could do halftime. I come back with a whole new setup. So
Oh.
be cool. Be cool.
Okay. So shout
Yeah.
out to you for your jersey.
Shout out to me.
You look great. What is the saying? If you feel good, you look good. If you look good, you play good.
There you
What
go.
is the thing? If you
Prime
look
time players play with a prime
something
time
like
players
that.
get paid. There you go.
That's um that's awesome. So I have just like a random question for you. Do you think that last year in the playoffs that your Chiefs beat the Ravens because they were more physical, or do you think that the Chiefs were the better team?
We bullied the bully. I think we kind of like,
Okay, that's what
well,
y'all AFC North them, which shocked me because I was like, that's what we do. Like, that's how we do. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was weird to me to watch the Ravens like
that's what
almost
y'all
not
used to do.
react.
What y'all used to do.
Huh?
What y'all used to do.
No, we still check the record.
I mean,
We
y'all
still
still
beat the
a
Ravens.
okay. We talking about the Chiefs. Let's talk about it. So we did come out. Well, I was surprised by that actually. I'm like, damn, okay. We come out
Me
here to
too.
punch on something, you know? We ain't come out here to do no
Hmm.
boxing. We came out here to brawl. Let's stand in there in the paint. Let's see who's gonna hit. And we were hitting. We punching. We
Yeah,
punching down. Yeah, we punched them in the mouth. And then I think the Ravens kind of I think they was kind of surprised by that because you know Lamar, they would Todd
I do
Monken
too.
and him being in his first year, they kind of had a different type game plan. And they had a lot of injuries at running back too. But I think once they get it together at running back, I think they didn't have that because they kind of got away from just giving Lamar the go ahead, Lamar, and they still made him the main contributor as far as playmaking, but it wasn't use your legs. It was kind of like throw us to a win, be spectacular when you got to, you
Yeah.
know. And I
So
think
the we are so Lamar Jackson's 2-4 against the Steelers,
yeah,
and over his past 6 games, the
uh-huh.
way the Ravens played you guys is the way they play us, and I'll never understand it. Obviously, I'm grateful. Like I don't like, but the way the Ravens play certain teams, they forget what they do, and then they come and
uh,
play us, and they can't beat us the way they play us because we're a mirror image of them. So
yeah. I
it's
mean,
like,
I think y'all like even when the Ravens walking to y'all and y'all walking to Baltimore, that's like a war. You never know
yeah,
how
it's
that's gonna
on.
go. Yeah, it's on. Like
Hmm.
so, I really you would know better than me, but I just know I remember just growing up and being here in Atlanta and not understanding like the Steelers. Like I'm talking about, yeah, I got a strong like culture as far as like a fandom. Like it's
Yeah,
extra
we run
strong.
deep.
Yeah, extra strong. So I didn't get it growing up, but I get it now. So I can
Hmm.
see that. I can see that. Hmm.
Yeah. So on the Steelers, this isn't about the Steelers. I'll move on after this, but I've asked almost everybody this, or I've said it at some point. Do you think the AFC North is the toughest division in football?
Who is it? Y'all,
The
Baltimore.
Bengals,
No, it's
the
Bengals
Ravens, the Browns.
and the Browns, right? I mean, year in year out, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I mean, it's cold weather. Anybody that playing cold weather, how y'all got to play in cold weather? Hell yeah. Cause that cold weather, boy, it take that man out.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely. I can say
Okay.
I can
Okay.
yeah.
So tell me what some of your concerns are this year for the Chiefs. Do you have any concerns? How do you feel walking into the season? Do you feel
I see.
confident? What are some things you're worried about?
I'm trying to figure out, should we win all the games or should we just make it, you know what I'm saying, to where it's like where it's a little fun for the league. So that's my biggest concern. Like, should we win them all or should we lose a few? You know what I'm saying? I have no
Oh, okay.
concerns. I feel like um I would have liked to add um a running back piece. I was hoping we would have got Cordell Patterson, but guess who got him? Do you know who got him? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't
Do
know.
you
Yeah,
know?
we did.
You
Yeah,
still
we
know?
did.
He over there with y'all. Yeah. So
Yeah.
and I
Yeah,
don't
no, I
understand
said
that. I'm
I
like,
said
bro,
we
you
did.
just played with yeah. You just played with the Falcons. You let the head coach go. He didn't use you right. Then you go over there and sign with dude. I'm like, oh, that pissed me off. But I was hoping we'd
yeah, I
get a
think
UT. Go ahead.
but I think it's because I think that coach is a better offensive coordinator than he is a head coach. I
I
think
don't
that's
care.
why.
He should sign with us. I would have loved to see him
Oh,
in the
okay.
backfield.
Okay.
Cordell
You're
Patterson.
angry
Who else?
about it. Got it.
There was one more guy I wanted. That was I was hoping maybe like an Aaron Jones. I just wanted to see a two-headed monster back there with Pacheco, but we signed Clyde Edwards-Helaire back. I'm not mad at that, but I'm like, I wanted to like, I wanted that Priest Holmes, Larry Johnson feel, you know, and
Yeah.
I'm damn sure not gonna get it with Clyde Edwards-Helaire, but my boy, he been there with us to win the championships, and so I salute him. I'm not, and then I'm trying to figure out, do we still got McCole Hardman? We gotta have him because he
Uh
traded. Yeah, he signed a 2-year deal with the Jets. I think. I think it was like 2 years, 12 million, if I'm not mistaken. So
oh,
yeah,
so
we
y'all
finna
don't
run.
have them anymore.
I don't know. I'm not sure, but if we do got them, y'all got some problems because we got Hollywood Brown, Xavier Worthy, and we got I was just talking about him. What's dude? I just lost my train of thought. What's his name?
Hardman?
Yeah, if we still got him, we got some speed for you. We got some problems. Got some problems for y'all.
I think that's the biggest thing is like I think that's everybody's concern. I think that's why everyone's trashing the Chiefs. Like we see it. We know. Um we know. That's the thing. We know what y'all are doing. We also know that you just won back-to-back Super Bowls. So that's the whole thing. That's why it's like forget this
Mhm.
team. Like whatever, it's us against y'all basically. Everybody, what do they say? Kansas City against everybody or Kansas City versus everybody. Like that's just how it is. It's
We
cool.
don't say nothing like that. Hey,
No, I'm
we don't
saying the young
we
kids. I'm old. I
we
don't say that either, but
we don't see nobody. Don't nobody like. Ain't no fear. Have no fear. Patrick Mahomes is here. That's it, man.
exactly. Which is why the
Those
rest of us are like, if only.
listen, Patrick Mahomes so good, he could put his girl on a Sports Illustrated cover. For what reason? I don't know. You know what I'm
Listen,
saying? That's what
uh,
greatness is.
sh- she looks great. So kudos to her.
Hey man,
That's,
shout out to Mahomes and this woman. I'm not looking at her like that, QB. I'm not.
yeah,
I'm
she
not.
looks great.
Yeah. Yeah. I have no opinion on young woman, my boy. Salute to you.
So tell me about the schedule. How do you feel about the schedule? I feel like a couple of schedule leaks have come out. You guys open up with the Ravens. Um, I think week 2 has come out, or at least you all's week 2 is out,
Yeah.
and you all play the Bengals. So getting those AFC North matchups out of the
Yeah.
way.
That's not a problem.
Yeah. So how do you feel? Is there anybody when you look at the schedule, do you say, oh gosh, these guys always play us tough?
Um, the Raiders.
Okay.
Yeah, Antonio. What's the Antonio?
Pierce.
Yeah, he got them. Yeah, Max Crosby coming out the edge playing all like he black, like he Lawrence Taylor reincarnated. So he give us problems, but it's really the Raiders. The Raiders. I love when they play Lamar. I be torn when they play Lamar because I'm such a fan of Lamar. It's like I want Lamar to do good, but I don't want him to do is good enough to win. You know.
Yeah.
And then I mean Joe Burrow. They give us problems in it, but once it get down to that playoff time, it's like we once it get cold, we get the punishing on them boys. So that we'll catch a loss from the Raiders. Baltimore may get they lick back. We might get one to the Chargers. But other than that, I don't anticipate no problems. Like I say, we are who we are. And
Yeah.
at this point, we got Mahomes. We got Mahomes and Andy Reid. And it's like,
Listen, I hear you.
yeah,
I've
like,
been there. I hear you.
yeah, yeah. It's hard to even, because it done been some games we lost a lot of games last year that I was like, had me pulling my hair out. Like, what are we doing? And I still never lost faith. Like, every game I was still like, we'd be all right. We'd be
Yeah.
all right. We'd be all right. We'd be all right.
It's
So
the championship mindset.
I just think it's not even, it wasn't even about the championships. It was just more
No,
about,
what I'm saying is you knew y'all would figure it out because you've seen them figure it out. Some of
well, see,
these teams,
it's not even that I knew. It was just more like, kind of like a superhero movie, right? You kind of know, like, it's looking like it's all over, but you like, it can't be. That's how I be feeling about the Chiefs. Like, it can't be, not us. No, we ain't going out like this, you know? So it
yeah,
was
but
that
why do
kind of
you
my
think it can't be you? Why do you think not us?
Andy Reid.
Exactly. That's my
Yeah.
whole point. You've seen it. You see, it's like you've seen the movie. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but
Like,
but they still make the movie. You still want to go see it, and just like, you always anticipating it's something like, you like, this time it may really be it. And then it's like, you know what I'm saying? And
do
then
you
you
believe
come,
now? No, I'm just kidding.
right, there you go. Man, don't even start that.
um, so I have just like a football question for you. How do you feel about the international games? Do you feel like,
Not a
because I
fan.
have like when they go to like Brazil or when they go to Germany or
I
when
never
they go
watch
to,
them.
oh, interesting.
They be too early, or I'd be like, I mean, even when the Chiefs play, I never really, like, I catch them. I'd be like, oh damn, the game on, I'm tripping. Like, that be that energy for me. Like,
Yeah.
I hate them games, because it's like, I mean, salute to the NFL expanding their brand and doing whatever they do, but man, keep my team over here.
Yeah. Well, I just always think about the business perspective of having to travel. And then usually, so like, but this year it's like, I think the Eagles are going to Brazil. They play on a Friday, which is weird, whatever. And then they're going to come back and they'll probably play their next week on a Monday. Then they have, less days rest. I just feel like it throws off the rhythm. It throws off the vibe for whatever respective team. I mean, the NFL doesn't care. They're going to do whatever they can to make money. Um, but I just feel like as a player, I know how taxing that can be. So I was just curious to know like what you thought about all the overseas traveling, coming back, playing, then you play on Thursday and then you have a Monday night, but then you don't really get the rest you need. It just seems like a lot.
I mean, I ain't really got no opinion on no other way. Like I say, I don't like, for the players. I know it's terrible, but for the NFL, they cut them checks during them 6 months. So hey, you gonna do what we tell you to do, boy. You know how the
Oh, okay.
NFL give it up. So
Yeah.
hey,
Did you all get any Colorado undrafted free agents?
nah, Prime ain't sending no, nah, I ain't sending no Louis luggage our way.
Okay, I'm
Um,
sorry about that.
no,
Um,
don't be.
things happen.
Yeah.
Would you like to give your Colorado football prediction
As far as what,
record?
uh, the Colorado. So this morning I watched the well off video, right? And it's like, I get it. Like, did you see the video when they was at the prime country?
I don't watch those.
Okay, listen, it's immaculate. Like, I'm talking about, it's black. It's black.
Black
Like,
excellence.
to its finest. I mean, upper echelon black excellence. Like, Bucky pressed the button, he hit the gate. It's Bucky. Bucky goes through the gate with the camera. It's a lake, a beautiful, glorious lake with the spring shooting up through the middle of the lake. He continues to drive back. It's good, beautiful horses running through the pastures, cows eating grass. Then it pans
Wait,
to,
really?
yes, then it pans to Shadur on the field. Look, 42. He's throwing to the receivers, getting the ball out. He's got the quarterback coach. He got the well-off ice and chain on. Shadur just cut his hair for the QB1 look. He's slinging that rock, and he's coming out like a rocket, and he's throwing it to Will Shepherd. Jimmy Horn's getting the ball. Little Caleb is out there catching a rock. Cordell Patterson's, Amarion Miller's out there. I ain't gonna lie, Cordell, Baby T.O., he big as hell. I'm like,
Oh,
God,
is he?
like, he make Amarion look little. So that's how big
Mm,
dude is. So dude huge, man.
okay. He might be a spoiler coming through, changing
Right.
up the
So
game a little
right.
bit.
So I get it. I'm talking about the tit they got on there. Man, it's beautiful. And it just look like, oh man, look at what a black man's done. He got the black kids out there running, training at his house. Like, I get it. I get that same feeling like, man, this is our guy, man. He
Yeah,
I get it. I get caught up in it too. But I gotta watch the football. Like when it come down to it, I have to look at what's gonna go on that field. I can't get caught up in this. You know what I'm
true.
saying? I
Yeah,
can't get caught up in that. I gotta look at the field, and it's just like having conversations with the fans, and it's just like I was talking to a guy, man, one of my guys, and it's just like I got him losing 2 games. That's all I can say.
you're going with 2 games today.
That's really my take, because I don't
Oh,
like. I honestly haven't looked enough into the other teams to
okay.
see like, because this is how I do it, because I like to gamble. So when I'm gambling, there's no way I can really bet on the coach. But I'll bet on the program and the culture of what they do. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? 'Cause
Yep.
I'm a Miami fan, so it's like certain games I know I'm betting fandom. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's fair.
I know I'm betting fandom, so I have the anticipation on. Like last year, I bet Miami versus Clemson. No reason to take Miami over Clemson. Just strictly pure fandom. This is my team.
Yeah.
I got them. So I think my disconnect with fandom is it's like, listen, I'm just giving y'all logic. You know what I'm saying? And I think what happens is what they don't say is they tend to believe me what I'm saying because
Mm-hmm.
they see me be right before, and it's like, nah, hell nah, we can't let them be right. Hell nah, you hating, and that's most people that come from different spectrums. Because I was watching Coach Hayes, I tried to catch a little piece of Coach Hayes, so and it was a dude, and it was like, why every time somebody making just an opinionated statement that's not super pro Colorado is hate. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so I don't get
Because
it.
you have to combat the message. I think people don't realize that how illogical you can be as a fan. We're all guilty. Like you just said, you place bets on
Not
on your
not like
team.
not like them though.
No, well, I wasn't done. And
Oh,
so I think what happens is the more people lean into them in a way that makes you feel uncomfortable, you
yeah.
have to label them. You have to. It's human nature. That's how people operate. It's
Mm.
like it's the same with what a lot of people are doing with the Chiefs right now. It's like,
No, it's not.
no, listen, it's this is what's happening. So we know the Chiefs are good, but
Okay.
we're talking trash about them. But we know they're good.
Where is the track?
We know they're good. I'm just saying, like,
Where
whenever you're I'm
listen,
just saying,
really
like, whenever
Paul, where are you and your friends talking trash about the Chiefs? Where?
I'm
Because
just saying,
where?
as I've done these conversations,
Oh, they
people
hating.
that people that have the Chiefs
So
on
let's
their
talk about it.
schedule,
Who? Anybody I know?
this is
Who hating on us?
no, it's just like one of those things where you're like, who are you worried about playing this year? Who don't you want to see or whatever? And it's
So
like,
so
well,
which one?
we got
So
to
which
play
one
the
of your people
Chiefs.
said that? What team?
Yeah. Well, you'll have to listen to the episodes and find out.
These episodes gonna go in order.
I haven't decided yet. But my
Okay.
point is though, is like as people, whenever
Mhm.
somebody challenges something you believe so strongly, you
Yeah.
label them as something because you don't want to hear them and you don't want them to be right. So you get labeled. It's just how it is.
Yeah, that's an elegant way of putting it. I just say people stupid.
Well, well, I don't know if people are stupid or not,
You
but
know.
do I?
Yeah, you know.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
just feel
yeah,
like
yeah.
people,
You're smart enough to know.
I'm smart enough to know.
Yeah,
Okay. Well,
overly smart enough to know. PhD, master's degree type smart. So I'm sure you know when you're talking to stupid people.
no, I mean, I just think people want to believe in what they want to believe in. And to be quite frank, it's the off season. So they can believe
Yeah,
whatever they
but
want to believe.
at least make it make sense.
No, I don't think I don't I think anytime somebody tries to make sense using the same arguments, there it can't make sense. You know what I
Right,
mean? Like,
but my thing
listen,
is
let's
why
let's be
okay,
real
if
here.
it's
Let's be real for a
okay,
second. Colorado was 4-8 last year. That
true.
fact is a fact. They were 4-8. We saw it.
All right.
We heard Coach Prime come in and say he's bringing in dogs, bringing in his Louis, he's bringing in his this, he's bringing in his that. Right? He told us that.
Mm-hmm.
He showed up. They were 4-8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Season ends. He takes responsibility for what happened. He says, I made some mistakes. I'm learning. There's some things I would have done different. There's some things. Nope. None of the fandom that's, obsessed with what he's doing acknowledges that he said that he made some mistakes. We didn't hear that part. Then what does he do? He goes into recruiting. And what does he say? He's bringing in dogs. He's bringing in more Louis. So my thing is, it's the same messaging. So for some of us, we hear the same messaging and now we're on pause because we're like, we heard this, we saw 4-8. That's how we see it.
That's a great take by you.
Other
Awesome.
people, other people heard saw 4-8 and now they want to defend the 4-8. So they're defending the 4-8 with talking points. That's why I always tell people life is like politics. If you understand politics, you'll understand what's happening right now. So now they're hanging their hats on their talking points. Shador's the talking point. Travis Hunter's the talking point. The offensive line got better is the talking point. So that's what you hang your hat on. A lot of people don't know anything about the Big 12. A lot of people don't know about Baylor for real. A lot of people don't know about the running backs in the Big 12. A lot of people don't know about the offensive lines in the Big 12 because they haven't taken the time to know that. They're only focused on their team. It's just what it is. And then now I'm on a rant. Let me take it a step further. Colorado has gotten better. If Colorado was a 2 last year, they're now let's give them a 6. Fantastic. They're now a 6. If Kansas State or Oklahoma State or Texas Tech or Kansas was a 7 last year, they're probably now an 8 because they also have gotten better. So now if Colorado is a 6 and these other teams are 8s, there's still ground that needs to be made up. And that's always my point. But if you can't understand that, there's no point in me having a conversation with you because that is like me arguing. You're just not going to get it. Like 1 + 1 is 2. And if you think it's anything but 2, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
So anyways, so that's my rant about that. So that's why what I say, I'm like, they can't see it because they don't want to see it. They want to believe what they want to believe. It's the off season. They don't want you to talk about last season. They want you to talk about, current and Travis Hunter and Shador. And that we got better and now we have dogs and now we should believe them. Don't look at the spring game. Don't watch the first 3 plays of the spring game. Don't watch no name number 59 come in and get to the quarterback. Like, don't look at any of that. Only look at the positive things, please.
Yeah. I'm still stuck on that take when you made it about them talking points and then you said they trying to defend the 4-8 and really, you know what? You caught me. That's what got me on pause about priming them. I'm hearing the same shit. That's really
Same
what got me.
story.
Like, even when I hear his interviews, I'm like, you said that already, buddy. I heard that. I knew you was finna say that.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
it's the same story. It's
right,
political. It's the same. It's like a
right.
candidate running for
I
office.
knew like that I told I think I was talking to Rahad, either Rahad or Alpha. I got my little buddy, shout out the back of the bus, tune in on Fridays, sometimes
we'll get
on
to that. We'll
Fridays.
get to that.
But
We'll give you your shout outs.
but no, shout out to me. No, I'm just playing.
Oh.
But anyway, I was telling them, I was like, I said, Prime throwing me off with them same antics he be saying, them same little stories when he get the curling his hands up and hey brother, it's the gratefulness of I'm like, here he going to one of them. And I could just see it because that's how far I am, brother. I see around the corner. And I'm just like, come on, Prime, like, bro, just
You
turn
saw
that
the
Mac.
story before.
Yeah, turn the Mackin off, fool. Just talk to me, bro. Like, tell me where we really at, man. You feel me? I know you got the one-liners and you used to write down in the black book, but man, I don't want to hear that. I want to hear like what's really to this football. What you talking about? Like, don't add the my dog got a gold chain. That's really an analogy for people that don't get it when we say that. But it's just like,
Yeah.
what is your dog having a gold chain got to do with?
Nothing, but it's a good talking point and it's a good rouge for people to take it and use that as a talking point. I do want to say it's the difference between when you said earlier the Chiefs were losing games and you were like, what is this? But I knew they were going to figure out. You know how you knew they were going to figure out? You've seen the story before. We've seen the 4-8 story before. We heard it.
Yeah,
We
but
were
this the first
all in.
time. But see, I don't necessarily subscribe to that all the way because it's like they want to give credence to the Jackson State thing. So
Jackson State.
that's another thing.
Yeah, it's a talking point. It's a talking point. Like
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. This is a
not a good
political
one.
campaign.
I don't like politics.
I don't care if you don't like it. It's life. And if you understand how politics works, this makes a lot more sense.
I don't want to look at it like that. I want to keep it to this football.
It's not it is football when it's football season. Right now, it's about politics. Why? Because right now you're recruiting. Right now you're trying to keep your fan base excited. Right now you're trying to keep people engaged. Right now you're trying to show people you're going to be good. Right now you're shaping your story. You're not playing football right now. There's no football.
I just come. You see, I come from under it a little different. Right? This is for the last 5-6 years. I've been on a fan's perspective. You know, the other years I was in it.
Yeah.
So I kind of just see it so much different, where it's just like, care about that.
Yeah. Well,
I don't care
and
about
that's
that.
it. And that's the thing, as I think as a player, though, like you said, it's a different lens.
Yeah.
Like players don't even, from my experience, players don't even know what fans are saying. They don't care.
All
Like
right.
they're so far removed. They're in their own cocoon. They're in their own world of
Yeah.
because they're athletes. You care about different things when you're an athlete. When you're a fan, you watch your coach do interviews and you watch, it's different. How did you Was there a point when you realized you were watching the game as a fan and not a player, or are you still working through that?
Shit. As soon as when I was done and I seen all my peers I came up with, at one point I was just like, I really couldn't even watch it because it was just like,
Yeah, it's hard.
yeah, it's hard to watch it. But it was really like seeing the dudes you played against, and you're like, damn, like dude out there. And it wasn't even like a hater thing. It was just like, how?
Yeah.
Like that was light work. I used to do it in the league now. I mean, he was young, he SEC guy. I was blocking him. He said, all right, bro, come on, that's enough, bro. You doing too much. I'm like, bro, you SEC competition, homie. I'm trying to get me. And you come out, come on, bro, that's enough. That's too much, bro. You doing too much. I'm like, bro. And then I see dude bouncing around NFL teams. I'm just like, but shout out to them, bro. It was in their cards, No, I ain't got nothing against
Yeah.
nobody. I just feel like it was in their cards for them but it'd be crazy when you see them such and such 60 million for oh god damn. Whoa, Jesus, Lord, Lord,
Yeah.
Jesus. So other than that, I could watch it though. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
when I was first just like a year removed, that first off season when I was done and I knew, hey, I'm hanging up the cleats is over with, it was kind of tough to watch, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
for about a year. And then I went to see my guy, he played for Baltimore, RP, my boy Ferg. He was playing for Baltimore at the time, and I went up there with him, and I kind of got to see it from behind the scenes.
Mm.
And that was tough too. Once you go back
Mm.
home, 'cause we did it all. We went to the game. We ride in the black truck to the game. We in the press box with Errol Thomas' family. Then it was his
Hook 'em.
birthday week. Yeah, we was in his birthday. It was his birthday weekend. We sitting up there with his family and his wife and all that at the time. I'm seeing them, seeing everybody. RG3. I'm just seeing the guys, and I'm like, I like this.
Yeah.
I like this all right here. And then we tore out. We went to went to the gentleman's club, tore that thing down. It
Go
was
figure.
and then we he had a birthday dinner. The agent came out. It was dope because me and him had the same agent at the time when we came out. you know. And so worked out for my boy. So that was good to see. But like I said, RP my boy for it.
Yeah. I think sometimes I'm very careful with what I say because I think the thing that's interesting is when you've seen the back end of
Yeah.
football, when you have seen what
Behind the
players are
curtain.
like when they come home
Yeah.
and when they're exhausted and when you go behind the scenes and you go and sit and watch training camp
All right.
and see how long the days are and see how long they're studying, see how often they're taking care of their bodies, and like when you kind of see certain things,
All right.
the way you look at the game changes because you see that it's not just line it up on game day and go.
Oh,
And
it's
I
not.
think it
Hell
makes you
no.
appreciate all of the little things that you often point out that a lot of people can't see.
Yeah.
um, because it's grueling. There's 11 guys on the field. This, I often say this, the offensive line is basically, they have to dance together and they're dancing the salsa. And if you don't freaking know how to do the salsa correctly, nothing works.
Yeah, you out of pocket.
And I don't think people understand how much time, effort, energy, work, and things go into that to make
Yeah.
it look decent, not even good, just decent.
Just to get it off.
And yeah, and so I think unless you know and unless you've seen it, unless you've really experienced it and taken the time to understand it, it's a hard thing to comprehend. I was a fan for 10 years
Yeah.
before I really saw what was going on. Probably more like 7.
All right.
But because I was a young fan, I was sitting next to my daddy watching watching everything, asking questions of why they're throwing yellow things and why they're moving the chains and why is that guy running over that guy? Like
All right.
from a very young age. And then having friends that went to UT and obviously like whatever. Like I got it. And I just don't think a lot of people ever get to see that. So you can't talk about that if you've never seen it. So
All right.
it just is what it is. So I don't have any other questions for you. We're obviously just randomly talking about
All right.
whatever, but I want to give you time to tell us what you're doing. Where can we find you? Um, what's up? What you got going on? Tell us about Back of the Bus. What are you guys building? What are you working on? What's the idea behind the show? Let us have
Mhm.
it.
Okay, well, back of the bus is me and my compadres. We come from under the Rawhide Vulture Village banner, aka the dark side. So back of the bus is just me, Alpha, and Rawhide. So it's a different perspective. Rawhide is an NFL veteran. I had a short splash in NFL, play some college ball, and Rawhide is what we would consider our everyday.
Alpha's NFL veteran. You said Rawhide's NFL veteran.
Oh, excuse me, let me get that right. So Alpha Wu, aka Alpha Pro, is our guy that played, years in the NFL. And so he has a perspective. I had a little splash in the league as well as college coming up, but I played ball always from a kid up. So I'm kind of like he's the vet, I'm the rookie, and then we got Rawhide, which is your typical everyday passionate football fan for the most part. So it's a unique perspective. We decided to take on the black coach era, more black, I say the black effect in essence. And what I mean by that is hence the name Back of the Bus. Um
Shout out to Rosa Parks.
yeah, shout out to Rosa. I call her Auntie Rosa. But yeah, shout out to Rosa Parks. And so we just took on that banner and just tried to push that forward. Kind of started from the, I could say, I guess the Palm threw us the oop, because a lot of people be so focused on Palm. We figured, why not throw some other black coaches out there to give somebody some, just big up some other coaches. And because we liked it with Fran Brown doing, Deshaun Foster at UCLA. You got the most hated Mike Jay Norvell, Colorado State. Got Thomas or Mr. Maddock at Northern Illinois. Um, Marcus Freeman at Notre Dame. Mike Loxley at Maryland. So we just trying to, broaden horizons. Then as well, we're gonna start bringing out a little bit more content where we're gonna shoot some stuff out through the week and kind of let it build up to our live, which we usually do Friday. So we kicking around a few ideas to change up the content, but we all live in 3 different states and be on 3 different times. So it's kind of, it's trying to, pinpoint,
Trying to plan.
yeah, exactly how we gonna do it, when we gonna do it. But it's an easy thing for us to do. So we getting the hang good. So just be on the lookout. But you also can catch my boy Raw Hyde doing what we do, at any time. We might come on, we might get on right after this. You never know. We might be on now. You know what I'm saying? We might go from 8 to tomorrow. That's how long we go. You know what I'm saying? You never know what it's gonna be talking about, But hey man, shout out to everybody that love me. That if you don't like me, cool. I do autographs on Tuesdays, so be on the lookout for autograph and signature, man, and t-shirts and posters, man, from the LawDawg, aka Big Chief. And
Well, I'm
shout
waiting.
out,
I'm waiting for
hold
my
on, one more
poster.
thing. Shout out to you. It's really flawed for having me on the platform. Let me come up here and be the best guest she had thus far. You know what I'm saying? And
Well, you
yeah.
might be the best dressed. I'll give you
Oh,
that.
that's
Okay.
what I'm talking about.
I'll give you that. I kind of like the jersey.
Yeah, I know.
It looks good.
Yeah,
You're right. I haven't ever seen it, so I
there you
told
go.
like I feel
Mm-hmm.
you. Like you played the part, so good for you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I also want to say one of the things that I love to do is I like what you all are building because I feel like you're taking time to build it. You're not just throwing out stuff and try and like just doing it. You guys are actually like coming together and trying to figure out something that like works and that you want to do and that sounds good and that people are interested in. So kudos to you three for, just trying something different and stepping out and doing something that's new. Because I know some of you weren't on camera at first. So welcome to the camera world. So, that comes with its own whatever. So, I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. But yeah, it is what it is. Like it just is what it is. We're just gonna keep on going and keep on moving. Keep on getting better.
Right. Absolutely.
But
I believe.
anything else you want to end with the Chiefs? The floor is yours, my friend.
Listen, be on the lookout for us to win it again. Why not? Why not us? You know what I'm saying? Why not y'all, but why not us? You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and put a dynasty to it. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and show them that we are the elite. We are the echelon. We are the top tier. We are the creme de la creme. We are the filet mignon. You know what I'm saying? Let you know it's a separation between us and you guys. And when I say you guys, I mean you guys, the guys that quote unquote are over there hating with really in them. Because I don't see the hate, nor do I. I don't know where it's coming from. But you guys keep doing what you guys do, and we're gonna keep doing what we do. Because we're winners, and that's what winners do. See what I'm saying? So shout out to us. People like me and I and him. I again, you know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
other than that, that's it for me. I appreciate it. I look I'm excited to see what you coming up with, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I want to do a versus. Because who was hating? You don't want to tell me who was hating on my squad. So I'm like, put you in the middle, put them on the other side.
Oh
Let's talk about it.
God. Oh, God. And just but that's the thing though. I don't know. I personally I don't think it's hate where they're like,
Oh well, you used the word hate.
no, but I think it's more of like we need to beat them. We're not worried about them. Like we got this kind of thing. I don't think it's like I think there's different kinds of hate. I think there's like a competitive hate that I do with every single AFC North team where I'm like, screw those guys. I don't care about them. You know what I mean? Like, oh, well, because like, why would I care about them?
Okay.
But I will say, and I don't think he would mind me saying this. I think that the Raiders fan is
It.
ready.
I do it.
Yeah.
I knew
So
it. I don't like you either, dude. I said that. I knew it would be a guy like you.
He's
I knew it.
he's a lovely man.
Yeah,
And this like it's not that. It's just
yeah.
that he's a Raiders fan and
I know,
his
but
Raiders,
I
he's
understand it because Raiders, they scare me too. They
yeah,
give us problems. I said
he's
that.
like
I think you asked me that in the show. I said the
I
Raiders.
did. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's why I said it because I feel like it but again, you see what I'm saying? It's like a mutual it's I don't think it's hate, but I think it's a competitive hate. This isn't hate like I can't
Yeah,
stand them. They ain't no
it's
good.
just
It's hate
football.
like
It's just football.
Exactly.
It's not
Exactly.
personal.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
So we will not line it up. We're not doing that.
Sometimes.
Although that kind of would be fun to have, like, especially the week of, to have like the whatever fan and the whatever fan have a moment.
I got 2 more Kelsey jerseys. I would like to.
Anyways, let me end this before this gets loose.
Right.
I appreciate you. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for talking to me. Thank you for standing up for your Chiefs, standing up, standing in. I appreciate it. And I don't want to say I hope they lose, but as a Steelers fan, yeah.
I don't give consent for you to release this document. If you gonna say you hope we lose,
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I said as a Steelers, I said I'm not going to say I hope they lose, but as a Steelers fan, and then I just kept it to myself.
Okay.
I invited you. I know how to treat guests. I invited you to my home, so I'll get you when the time is right.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.